Happy Chainsaw Man Day! It is I, the Breakmaster, and you are going to be watching my reaction to Chainsaw Man Chapter 180. So sit back, relax, get your goddamn manga out. Shonen Jump app, it is free. You don't have to spend a dime to read this goddamn manga. The latest chapter, just go over there so you can react with us. Have the same reactions that I'm having. All right. Trip of a chapter. Oh, I'm looking forward to this trip, bro. I'm looking forward to this trip. That's dope. Ahmed, how you doing? Also, it's a shame that you don't know my full intro, but it's fine because it's bada boom. There's someone in the goddamn room. How you doing, baby? All right. I hope you guys are ready for this. Let me get this manga going. Hopefully, it's a good chapter. Obviously, there's always discourse online everywhere. So I don't know much of anything, but discourse is discourse. All right. 22 is crazy. What's up? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm gonna do this. Hopefully everything's actually set up correctly. I like to think so. I hope so. We should be fine. We should be fine anyways. I ain't check everything, but we should be good. All right. Spooky time, baby, because it's actually Chainsaw Man. Tachi Fujimoto, chapter 180, Aging's World. Okay, so we're about to see like what in the mind of the Age Devil. Is this what this chapter is about to be? Because, I mean, I don't really have much guessing that could happen here. Because, I mean, the Age Devil's going to do something. We don't know exactly what, but that's all I have. That's all I have for right now. Okay? Dang. You know, that's not how you get Ahmed. That's how you get also. And how you doing? Welcome in. Wayne's World Cross. So what you talking about, sir? Wonder if we'll get something special for 200. I hope that would be nice. I'd appreciate that if we do get something special, but I don't know. I'm not going to hold it to Fujimoto to give us something special like that. For all we know, he might go on a break. But let me not say that. I don't want to put that into the universe, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bang. Bang. You know, that's just... Now the Aging Devil's doing the bang thing, so, you know. Cowboy Bebop. Oh! Okay, she's falling into an abyss. Almost like a Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Okay. What's happening here? They're walking. Oh, it's that same dream again. A dream. When did I go to sleep? I mean, the Agent Devil got freaking mind games going on right now. Okay. Interesting. Also, it's like the same like alleyway. We've seen this before. And it could end by 200. I don't see that now. You never know, Desto. You never know. Not impossible still. I doubt it, but not impossible. Give her the no, you exactly right. Out here sitting there like, man, out here banging things. I'm gonna bang. Let me stop right there. Almost said something. How you doing, Kieran? Welcome in. All right. We're back to Asa, looks like here, and she's just like, what the heck's going on? Look at this beautiful scenery. He decided to show some artistic skills here. This looks like something that freaking Bob Ross would have made. All right. Not gonna lie. No, Kieran, no, we're not going down that path. We're not going down that path. All right. Yeah. Where am I? Okay, Dingy's right there. Dingy? And then Yoro comes in. Bang! But the bang does not work. She keeps trying to bang and bang, but you know, when the defense is so hard and they banging on you, you know, if y'all know the reference, y'all know, you know what I'm talking about, right? Are you good? Oh no, he's fine. He's fine. Kieran's A-okay, all right? Yeah, but bang ain't working, and then freaking Yoro was like, oh, my abilities do not work in the dream world. Understandably so. All right? Stop just trying to kill this man. He ain't do nothing to you yet. But you deserve it at this point. God, what's wrong with you? Bang, 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 bang. I'm sorry. See, now you got me in this other mode. Let me not get into this. All right, look. She's really trying to blow this man's freaking brains out. Literally put her finger in his mouth and was like, bang! Why won't you die? Why can't I just do it? Who the heck is that? Wait, what? This like what? Why is he naked? What? Okay, what's happening? Hello. Welcome. This is a world the Aging Devil created. Okay. So what? You get trapped here? Is this something we can do? What? Yeah, Yoru was on site with that. No, she was not playing. Yoru was not playing. She said, "No, you gotta die. All right. I don't play no games. When they say on site, I am in the Webster dictionary. You see me, my face on site. Okay, that's what it is. I used to be a devil hunter. I was good at it too. My friends respected me. I had no complaints. But one day, when I passed the mirror, okay, my laugh lines have deepened. Interesting. Man, I don't want to age. If there were such a thing as an aging devil, I'd make a contract with it. You stupid sucker. See, that's the problem right there. You made a contract with this devil, which therefore made you take the L, all right? Because what happened here? I thought the Haruka was had been made older by the aging devil, but the mole is not at the right spot. Oh, is that what this is? I mean, who's this guy? I can't remember what this guy's name is. But I don't think that's what the Asian devil ability's doing here, though. Now, watch you see an episode of JJK. I mean, it'd be like that. I don't read the manga, so I feel you on that. All right. That's I wish they could release chapter 2 per week, 2 chapters per week for a manga. Honestly, for Chainsaw Man, it would be nice. I mean, again, this is why I keep saying like a bi-weekly schedule for Taishi Fujimoto would probably work a little bit better. You have to give more like pages, yes. But there's be more meat to every chapter. Just saying. Like I'm just saying, all right? Look. Space of the Aging Devil's domain expansion. It really seems like it. This is why the Chainsaw Man universe is so scary, dude. Had a random thought, now he's paying for it. He's like, what is this? Like, looked in the mirror and he just got trapped. He's like, man, I wish bro, this is insane. This is insane. I would not want to live in this world. I would want to avoid this. Like, they ask you, like, oh, what anime world would you want to live in? Chainsaw Man is like one of the last ones I want to live in. Chainsaw Man's world is not a place you want to you can't live. Like, you might just die randomly. You don't even know. Like, I mean, the world in itself, realistically speaking, you can die anytime, right? But like it's such a high chance that you might not even make it to your 20s. Like, Chainsaw Man or AOT. The fact that I actually have to think about that is messed up. Well, how AOT went, I guess I would have to go for Chainsaw Man. I mean, you at least you have options in Chainsaw Man that allows you to at least fight back to some degree. But like, I don't even want to do all this, bro. And then you got Esekai. Yeah, exactly. Go sad. That's what's happening here. You don't be making us wait for the lamest chapters. Oh, come on. Don't say that, Kieran. Don't say that. Come on. Save his options. That's sort of like, I guess in a way. I mean, your real body's like disintegrating, but like in the world of SAO, you're good. I could roll make a manga if if I was a better artist. Dang, well, yo, so I'm assuming you don't like this chapter. It sounds like. Imagine that you know what possibility exactly, man. Like I ain't trying to see all that. All right. As soon as those words left my mouth, I found myself here. Where's the exit? You think he knows? Why would you ask this question to a freaking naked man? He's probably been sitting here trying to find the exit for like the last 20 years. Like, all right. So I haven't found one yet. How long have you been here? It's been 82 years? What do you mean? Hey, look, he only has like a little thing that blocks his junk, okay? This boy got his cheeks out. What you talking about? 82 years, though? You mean the youngest one here? I mean, probably not anymore, but what? What is this domain expansion? What is this? I don't get hungry or even thirsty. I've attempted suicide several times, but I guess you can't die in here. There are other humans deeper in, but they lost their minds. Better to keep away from them. Isn't there any way out? Well, supposedly, there was a human who escaped this place a long time ago. How? Oh, it's almost that time. I'm gonna lose it, so you can disappear now. Huh? What do you mean you're gonna lose it? You better not, like, defecate here right now. Look, this is Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man gets weird. I don't want to see this man start taking a dump all of a sudden because he's about to lose it. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to see all that. You think Kishibe was the person that escaped? He basically did the Chainsaw Man version of the hyperbolic time chamber. Interesting. Or I mean, Yoshi. That's not a bad. That's not. I don't know if it's Yoshida though. I don't think he was involved in this particular situation. Regardless, whoever it was, it's pretty powerful. I'll say that much. Showing why Primals are top. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Primals are on another level. When they wanna get you, oh, they can get you. And this ability is insane in of itself, especially for the aging devil for all things. Because like in a way, you're not technically ever aging here, right? You don't get hungry. You stay here until you lose your mind, basically. Like what I don't understand how this like the connection necessarily here when it comes to that. So y'all shoot in a similar forest and it's cover. Oh wait. Oh really? Oh. But then how did if that is the case that Yoshida got out, how the heck he do that? Interesting. You know, Quan Chi maybe. I mean, no, you have a point there though. I'm gonna probably look at that later. Then I'm kind of curious. Yoshida was not teleported, so that makes me think that aging devil takes people subconscious to their world. Yeah, it's not. I'm assuming it's not the physical body, because like you said, it's Denji that's here and not Puchita himself. Which means he's still active and can still fight. He can still go. So the effects don't work on him. But that's quite interesting that it works on well, they're also awake and everything, but still. He's throwing around is that the whip hybrid says she was 82. That is just a coincidence. That's the I mean we're taking I don't know. I feel like we're taking things and just trying to put them together. I don't know if that would work here. I don't know. This reminds me of how Aoyori stopped time in Asa's mind when he made the contract or when power taught to Denji. That is true. So what? Do all these devils have some form of like time manipulation ability then or something or what? Because like it's really weird that he has his own like domain. That's not what I expected. It's so weird because I'd be making all these like these theories of what could potentially happen, and I'm just like I'm always wrong. Like, we cannot predict this stuff like at all. Like God dang, your hallucination I dreamed up, aren't you, Ritsuko? What? Oh, what's happening? What's going on? What's going on? What? Um. So at the end of the day, this man has lost his mind. That was okay. Maybe Kieran has like some ideas. I see maybe why you're feeling the way you're feeling because that was one of those situations where it's like what it's like I'm trying to figure out the words here because that just threw me off. This definitely needs like this shouldn't have ended. It should not have ended like that at all. Like we need another chapter. It's not going on break next week, is it? Does anybody know? This is not going on break, is it? Because I really hope that this is not like a transitional thing where it's like, oh, we're taking a break next week. Because it does not need to do that right now. We need another chapter next week. Because, okay, thank God. All right. Okay, good. I'm about to say, it feels like freaking break next week. I'm about to be upset. All right, I'm about to be upset, guys. Okay, there's no break. Okay. Yes, tweaking out is one of the side effects of being in the aging devil's domain. I mean, your body don't age, but your mind will. I mean, you're gonna lose your mind at some point. Yeah. This ring was mentioned this chapter funny. We just talked about it last year. Yeah, exactly, right? We were just talking about this, so it's just funny that this all of a sudden just like shown up all of a sudden. Is Fujimoto watching us? Is Fujimoto watching us right now? That's what I'm wondering, man. Look, I'm just wondering about that. This is what happened if Fuchida ate the aging devil. People in a coma. Why they don't? Interesting. Is this like a greater, like a grander picture that he's trying to say here? I mean, this Fujimoto we're talking about. I mean, he's a man with a bunch of symbolisms, as we already know. Like, you've already seen the whole thing. You should know his stance on America at this point. If you don't know his stance on America, I don't know what the heck you're reading, because like this man over here has made it very abundantly clear when it comes to guns and gun violence. Like, he's made that very obvious when it comes to the narrative of what he sees America as. Okay, like, it's pretty obvious. I mean, look at the Statue of Liberty just a couple of chapters ago. Like, come on now. So I'm wondering, is this also another like call to that? Like, not to the gun devil or anything, but call to like comas and people under this like type of thing. Like, this is kind of like the state that they might be in or something along those lines. Like, what are they trying to say here exactly? Also, Thubber, welcome in. How you doing? It does feel like the Asian devil is the Joker. She's bored, so she trolls people. Like when she said, bang, back to Yoru. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. The Asian devil has a lot of personality. I will say that much. The Asian devil has a lot of personality and is not afraid to show it, it seems like. So, like, by the end, Asa and Dinky won't want to go back to the real world. This place does look much nicer and then whatever hellscape. I mean, you're not in... Like, we were just talking about how the Chainsaw Man world is very, very just, like, it's hard to live in. Denji, his whole life has been nothing but pain and misery and always something happening. He can't have a good moment. He can't have a good time in his life, ever. It's just like, I don't know if he's ever going to find that peace. And it's sad to say that much. It's kind of funny because, in a way, if you can never really get out of this, isn't this like the same equivalent to like, because I mean, it's not a bad looking area, for instance, and it does delve into your dreams and everything like that. So maybe you can like come up with like a good idea for yourself of how you want to live, maybe, or something along those lines. This could be like the Moon's Eye plan, right? From Madara's perspective, because Madara's plan was to just put everybody in the Moon's Eye plan and for you to have the life that you want. Now, of course, your body will assimilate at some point, but that's a small detail for the life that you get to live, okay? But I wouldn't want to be a part of that. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, Agent Devil ain't nothing to play with, and this ability is freaking hacks, okay? They did the Wekurin version of Man in the Mirror. I mean, honestly, yes. I mean, technically speaking, he likes mirrors, and he's able to do things of this nature, so yeah, that's pretty much what this is. So you're telling me this is also a JoJo reference. So you're telling me this is a JoJo reference. Got you, Ghost Stab. It's chapter, not gonna lie, it's too short. It is very, it's I have to admit, it is kind of and too. I'm not gonna lie, I'll agree with you on that. This chapter is far too short. Nothing really happened outside of just seeing the domain and this freaking dude losing his goddamn mind. He is simply there just to highlight that they're in this place and that you're gonna lose your mind here. So that's all we're doing. It's like, this is a purely set up chapter. There's not really a lot actually happening here outside of the only other conversation we can have here is what is the scope of the aging devil's ability and what is this ability here that even like, how does this correlate to age per se? That's the thing I'm a little confused about as well. I mean, there's always a play on everything when it comes to this. Nothing's ever direct, right? You know, this guy's the agent devil. You thought there was gonna be like trying to like make you not look old. I mean, in this realm, you never age, technically speaking. It seems like, right? So therefore, it is halting that feeling that you're supposed to have. Supposedly, it's subconsciously that's what's going on here. So, I mean, there is that connection there, but I do wonder like, what else is there that really highlights that this is like an agent devil ability? You know what I mean? Can he send you an image on Discord? Sure, well, go ahead. Chainsaw Man world is worse than Mirai Nikki world or the town of Uzumaki. See, I haven't seen enough of Uzumaki to really say whether or not it's that bad, because I'm not sure. I don't know about that, though, because Uzumaki's pretty bad. Also, CJ, welcome in, brother. He's cooking brisket because he sure is taking a sweet time. Honestly, oh man, he really is. This is not the time. This is why I will criticize this chapter a little bit. And I see the discourse a little bit online. I saw some people kind of complaining about it a little bit. I didn't know exactly why they're complaining or what was going on. I just know they're complaining about this chapter. And I kind of understand. We've been going and going and going. Things have been actually finally happening. And it took a minute for us to even get to that point for things to actually happen. So for it to finally slow down all of a sudden, I can see why you would have an Viv an issue with this current chapter, because the pacing's already been kind of like really shoddy. We need to stop doing this. I don't know if this is a necessary thing. We could have actually maybe even skimped on all the bang, bang, bang stuff Because, I mean, yes, that's a highlight that y'all were really wanting to kill him. But at the same time, we kind of already know this. We don't really have to reinforce that idea. Whereas we could have had something more meatier, something more on the table for us to actually dissect a little bit for this chapter. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. Moon's plan is at least what's happy. Chainsaw Man is like the clips of it. They exactly go sad. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, people be hating on the Moon's Eye plan, but the Moon's Eye plan was honestly not that bad of a plan. I wouldn't want to be a part of it necessarily, because I'll take the good and the bad. I don't need my life to be perfect. I understand this. So, I don't need to be in a perfect world, okay? Really short, and it was just set up. Yeah, it's literally a purely set up chapter. How much happened, but I love the implications for what. Yeah, same. I do agree. The implications for what's to come is good, and we need chapters like this ultimately because we need chapters to set things up. You can't just have go 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 go. But I felt like we've been doing enough set up, so we don't really have to stop the pacing per se. We don't have to stop. You know what I mean? So it is a little weird that we are taking that time to take another step back all of a sudden. Ah, okay. Okay, I see the image you just sent me. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. You know what? Hold up. Okay. I don't know if I can show this. Let me look at the area again. Let me see. I mean, I can kind of see. I mean, the trees look a little bit different, and the foliage is a little different as well. But I mean, it's still within the same design. So you know what? Honestly, more than likely he might be. The more I keep looking at this, more than likely he might actually be in this world. Unfortunately, but then that makes me wonder, like, I mean, why did the agent devil decide to put him in here then? That's my thing here. Why would he put him in here? Unfortunately, could have at least added a couple of attempts to escape and failing, but now next chapter is gonna be yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised by that, Ahmed. Which would be unfortunate. I don't really want to see a chapter of her just trying to escape the entire time. Maybe I'm hoping she'll actually just kind of explore the area. Maybe we can run into Yoshida. Maybe that could potentially be a thing. I mean, this guy obviously is already out of his mind, so some of the stuff that he's saying might not even be true. He was all saying he's like the youngest one there, but like, what you talking about, sir? You know what I mean? Like, there's potential for other things to kind of go on. So I would like to see where this leads to, and I hope it's not what you're saying, actually. Unfortunately, I really hope it's not the case here. How's Machida the strongest devil? Yeah, he has gotten his big beaten up twice. See, but Cheetah's being too nice, Ghost Have. That's kind of the problem. He's holding himself back. If he decides to actually just let it rip, I think he'd be doing a lot more destruction. It's just that he's not trying to go that route. He's been holding up a picket sign of asking for blood. Like, he's not an evil entity like that. You know what I mean? Church did mention Adam and Eve at some point. Interesting. Wait, hold up. Are you telling me we're trying to set Adam and Eve up right now? Is that what's going on here? I should look at the picture again. Then hold on a second, because like he's not holding anything. I thought he was holding something. Because hold on, implications here are quite interesting. Then, if that's the case, I see what you're talking about. Have I? Oh, people think it might be. Oh no, I'm still going through the comments. People think it might have been the Garden of Eden, where the original devil were born from the sins. Interesting. That makes sense. Okay. So we're going biblical all of a sudden. Well, I mean, we're kind of delving in some of that in the first place, but we're getting more biblical here. I see. Interesting. Okay. She has the first demon hunter, and she is less than 100 years. So the devil hunter being alive for over 82 years. So the math is off or too close. Well, okay, you have a point there, because he was saying he's a whole devil hunter and everything. It depends. I don't know. It might not be off, because we don't know exactly just like how old he is, and you know, he could still be pretty early on. Also, he could just be lying. Like, Y'all remember Ghost Tab? This man was. It seems like he's legitimately losing his mind. So he might not even know. Like, it's hard to. How do you take count while being in here this entire time? You know what I mean? Like, does he have something that allows him to keep track of time? Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if his math is mathing. So there's a high chance he could just be wrong. So, so we don't really truly know. But it is interesting that we keep falling on that number of 82, though. That's a weird ass Fujimoto pacing. Reminds me a lot of Fire Punch. See, that's the problem right there, bro. See, I don't even read. I couldn't read Fire Punch because the show, like the manga, that manga was too much, man. That manga was too much. I had to stop. Part 2 has been a lot of Fire Punch themes. Interesting. See, I don't know this because I didn't freaking read the manga. God dang it. Maybe I'll read it off stream or something. And try to get past all the craziness that goes on there. I don't know. See, part 2. It's been a lot of fun. Let me see. Yeah, same author. Yeah. Also, does time in the aging devil's domain move the same way as it does in the real? No, I don't think it does. From my understanding, it doesn't seem like that's the case here. I don't think that's the case. Like, given how he looks, if he's 82 years old, man hasn't aged a bit. Then, if that's the case, right? So, that's if he's telling the truth, because we don't know how accurate this guy even is, because he could easily just be off. But going based off of his comment, if that's the case, then he hasn't really been there. He's been there for a very long time, but his age doesn't really reflect that. So I don't think so. Also gonna be the Eve to Denji's Adam, or is it Yoshida that's Adam? I'm just kidding. No, it's more like gonna be Denji, more than likely. But look at this. Granted, I don't know if that's actually a good thing though. All right. You know, Eve was the one that ended up actually going into the sin here and biting into the apple and everything. But I guess that kind of goes in line with the fact that, well, I mean, they both got devils in them, but that's besides the point. God dang it. You mean, it's always kind of had biblical meanings and stuff like that in here. Well, I was like, let me take that back. I'll take that back. It's always kind of been in there. It's always kind of been here. So Devil Hunter might felt like he spent 82 years, but in reality it could have been either less time or time. That's what I'm saying, right? Cause there's a high chance he might think that's what is going on here, because he can't get out. Like, if you can't get out of a space for like a long period of time, you too might think you've been in there for more than like 100 years. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna start thinking like you're gonna be like a dog, right? Like when a dog is staying at home and you leave for work and you come back, the dog thinks it's been like 3 days. You know, yeah, it's gonna be like that. You lose track of time. You don't know how long it's been. You just know that you really missed this person and you want to see that person back. All right, and it's taking too long. Okay. Anything crazy happen? No, I don't know about that, Ahmed. You're underestimating how crazy this thing gets already in the manga. So there's already some weird stuff, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna describe that. All right, I'm not even gonna describe that. Ting, what are you doing? Mom, I'm back. Because Kappa, the Devil Hunter, saying he was respected. Public safety sucks and full of doo-doo birds. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised by this. See what I'm saying? I don't know how true this man's saying. Because, like, who really actually respects the public safety division like that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if people really actually respect them like this. It's hard. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say here, okay? Come on now. I mean, also, it is dumb. I believe she would sin 100% and be like, yeah, I mean, honestly, yes, Ahmed. She might trip up and accidentally get into a sin. You know what I mean? Like, she's the type of chick that will get herself in bad situations accidentally. Okay, that's just her. That is just her. God. Let me see. Also, dream could be leading to whatever sin she commits. Truth be told, this might actually open up, and if that's the case, right, Desto, that maybe we might start reliving that exact moment. Maybe this might be something in general that Denji might see. I don't know, it depends. I want to say Denji might be involved in some way since he is here, but I think he's in like a comatose state. Like, I don't think he's going to pop out of this like sleep state that he's in, because the actual body of him is still moving, it's still going. So I don't really see him getting out of that, but if he did, it would be nice to kind of jump into his mind and seeing all of the horrible things that have happened and what his sin is for the most part. But no, we're probably going to end up seeing that. You know what? That might be the next chapter. That might actually be the next chapter, Deso. And now that you bring it up, if Fujimoto is going to be smart about this, to keep the pacing going, at least to not let it like grind to a halt, it would be nice to see what exactly the sin is that Asa has done, or even Yoru for that matter. Like, because Yoru is in here. So would be nice to see more perspective on her, even maybe an insight on what hell looks like. That this, like, again, implications. There are things that could be seen here, that could be shown, and I would like to see something along those lines. That would be nice. I would enjoy a chapter like that if we got to that point. I always suggested people to read at least up to the second volume of Fire Punch when giving it a try, because the second volume is really where it gets the streak going. Interesting. Like I said, I need to read more. All right, and I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure I haven't, but I don't think I want to see it though. That's what I'm saying. It's already pretty bad. God, especially the ending. God, like I understand this. Like that's why, like, this part of the reason why I stopped reading it, because I was like, it was already a lot. So it's like, if you think that's tame, then how far are we going? Like that's scary. The Fire Punch is not for the weak. Okay. I don't know about that. I miss Denji too. I miss his banter and his bootlegness. You know what I mean? Cause, like, we're not getting any of that right now. We're not getting any of that right now. Even if he were to be up right now, though, I don't think he would actually be showcasing that side of him, given that he probably would be in despair at the moment, knowing the fact that Naruto is no longer with us. Supposedly, okay? But the only way to get out of the aging world is by also using her hand human power on Denji. Wait, how? How so? What do you mean? Why would that work exactly? So it makes sense for Fix All Man to intervene and help Denji again, like in the fall. Honestly, if he's gonna pop out at any moment, this will be the time. This would be the time. Now, can he do something? I mean, the fact that he just get thrown into a domain. This devil seems stupid. I don't know how he was to get past this guy. But he is a primordial devil, so I can't sit here and be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing all this. They can't be this part. I mean, he's showcasing why he's the GOAT, okay? And I can't really knock that. You know what I mean? Does anybody know what's the name of this arc? That's a good question. Actually, what is the name of this arc exactly? Is it like the prophecy arc? So, or no, the Chainsaw Man Church arc? Is there an actual, like, is there an actual thing that kind of highlights what this arc actually, like, what the actual title of the arc is? I don't know if there is something like that. Play around next chapter trying to escape, and I say, no, man, look, have some faith, man. Have some faith. Fujimoto won't hurt us. Is it called this the age? I was saying, like, is there like an official name for this? Because I don't know how arc names come to be like that sometimes. Is in the mirror world, does that mean that Pochita can continue to fight with the aging devil? Yes, because this is only hitting the subconscious level, and for some reason, Pochita is, like, I guess I'm assuming immune. To the effects of what the devil's doing. So therefore, he should still be able to move around and be good once he heals up completely. He's never been the same since he got that hand job. Oh, come on, Ahmed. Look, man, the white sauce had to get released. Pause. All right. The new chapter was crazy, but my theory is he gets out and it's accepting death, aging, and moving forward. Honestly, that makes sense. You know what? Maybe that's why that guy couldn't escape. That makes a lot of sense. If you can come to terms with the fact that you're aging and you're gonna die at some point, maybe that would allow you to get out of it. Because that makes a lot of sense. I mean, that would be a fair trade-off, honestly. I don't know if Asa really has something that, like, she hungs up about when it comes to her age and what her looks are in the future. You know what I mean? I don't know if she worries about it like that, to that extent. So I wonder, because we could actually just simply get out next chapter if that's the case. If that's what the requirement is to get out of this ability. It makes sense to do so, if that's the case, though. If that's the case. They can't die because I feel like Denji yeah, I mean, you already know it's not gonna work, though, man. I mean, you already know it's not gonna work, though. Like, come on now. They can fix him as another? Exactly. Aging, domain expansion, perfect world, exactly. Nah, he needs to lose that. What? Ahmed, alright. Yeah, I don't think there's an official name for it, right? I had a feeling it wasn't. That's why I wasn't sure. Fanbase usually just comes up with names. They never officially named. Oh, really? So we've been, like, seeing the Rize arc and all that, but it's like, this is not an official thing. What the heck? Interesting. And Line Break has been downward spiral ever since. Oh, come on, man. Look. I mean, to be fair, it kind of has been for Denji. He has not been living life very well. So I can't say no to what you're saying, okay? Original Doriyama, yeah. Oh, yeah, my favorite figure in the back. Yeah. R.I.P. to him, you know. Freaking life, man. Freaking life. But see what I'm talking about. See, Aging Devil right here. Yoko Arc Aquarium. Arc Falling Arc. Chainsaw Man Church Arc. Whatever this arc is. That's not the fan base has broken down arcs in part 2s. Yeah, pretty much. But that's what's so funny about this. Like, are we not still in the Chainsaw Man Church arc, technically speaking? Because, like, it still deals with the prophecy and everything. So I don't think it's really... I mean, we're not in church no more. But we are still dealing with... What the heck I say that? It's the Chainsaw Man Church. I don't know why I said it's getting kind of biblical now. But there's still things happening when it comes to the religious side of things. Granted, biblical and religious is two different things, technically. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. I don't know why I said that. Just disregard that. The more I think about it, the more it's like more ridiculous I sound. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. But overall, really thinking about this chapter, I mean, I don't want to be harsh on it, but at the same time, I gotta be real. So I'm trying to figure out a proper rating for this week's chapter, because it's not that this chapter was bad, but this is one of those really lackluster setup chapters, because we really didn't do much at all, which is it kind of surprised me. It kind of surprised me. I am leaning towards that same rating, Ahmed. Like a 6 out of 10 is, it's not terrible. 6 out of 10 is not a terrible rating, right? But it is some of the lowest I've actually rated thus far, I will say. So it's either, yeah, exactly, it's a 5 or 6 out of 10. Like, this is not a bad chapter, and chapters like this are needed. I do want to stress this enough. Chapters like this, where we set things up, where we take our time, are necessary so that things can blow over and make it matter, have impact. You can't just rush things and expect people to still care. I've seen too many manga, too many shows do things of this nature where they'll just have these fight moments, this stuff. You know, all these moments here, but they don't really mean anything because there's no weight behind it. There's no weight behind it. So yeah, 6 subconscious teens out of 10 Puchitas. Tap really. So for me, I like it more than everybody else. It seems. Yeah, actually, I don't dislike it, but I gotta be real and try to find a proper rating for this chapter. Left me wanting more, too short. That's what I'm saying. I wish there was more. That's what I'm saying. Like, the chapter wasn't bad. If the chapter was bad, I would have been like, oh god, I don't want to see any more of this. You know what I mean? I would have been like, this is actually turning into some bullcrap. I didn't say all that. There's a lot of possibilities where we can go here. But I do wish that there was still more to the chapter. I can't help but feel like we could have done some more things than to harp on just the whole effect of her being on site trying to kill Denji. You know what I mean? Like, there was panels wasted on that where we could have done something else. That's all I'm saying. I think with Asa and Denji, it's more like aging because of the trauma. Both of them have aging, have a lot of interpretation room for, you know, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're like anything when it comes to Fujimoto, what he's been doing so far, there's a lot when it comes to these abilities that you can interpret in so many different ways that this is part of the reason why we can never truly guess what the abilities of an individual in the series is. Like, because it can go any which way. That's why, like, Famine's abilities are going to be something that we're thinking right now, right? But I'm pretty sure we're all going to be wrong in some way, shape, or form. Because it seems so straightforward of what the ability could be. But high chance it might not even be that. So, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, Fujimoto is a very, very interesting guy. He's not an awkward guy. He's a very interesting guy. And when it comes down to it, he knows how to set the stage to make you surprised. To always have a twist and a turn somewhere that you just don't see it coming. Correct me if I'm wrong, he had a break before this chapter. Yes, he did. He actually did, yes. That's what's kind of weird. The fact that he did take a break, and then this is what we get. Quite interesting. I looked at the chapter count, but this feels like the start of a new volume. You think so? You know, I guess we do need to check that. We gotta double check that. That'll be weird to be, And that's how you want to start it off? I mean, if they really wanted to do that, he should have had like a cover art or something along those lines. That's usually a good indicator to know when something is, if we're going into a new arc or something along those lines, right? It's usually like a cover spread, something, you know what I mean? Something along those lines. Granted, he did do a double page. He did do a double page this chapter with Asa in that field. So maybe that I wonder about that. Church Arca, since they have technically been defeated. I mean, I guess you're right, Des. I mean, they have been defeated, kind of. I mean, they're still around, technically speaking, but I see what you mean, though. I wonder if the Aging Devil is where the Deaf Devil is. Wait, I wonder if the Aging Devil is where the Deaf Devil is. Why would the Deaf Devil be over here? I mean, yeah, like I said, there is no death in the mirror world, technically speaking, right? So, I mean, it'll be a very unfun world for him to be in, or for that person to be in, because, like, no one can die. So, I wonder about that. Yeah, he's come off a break. 6 is above average. It felt like the Eternity Devil trap, but at a grander scale. Technically, yes. Granted, funny enough, Ghost have that you even bring that up. We already done the Eternity Devil twice when it comes to that trap. So it's just funny that we're kind of doing it again. So I hope I'm not gonna see this like take online anywhere, but he could be like, because you know how in like Bleach, right? There's always a damsel in distress that gotta be saved. Like this could be his like trope that he does, that he always likes to put his characters in a trap scenario into a different world in a way, basically. This could be a thing. This is the third time he's done it, so I do wonder about that because it is a trope that can be utilized. Yeah, saying sorry, but I love theory making chapters. I mean, I like theory making chapters too. I feel like there's still more. I don't know. I just wish there was still more on the bone for us to actually really theorize. Because we're any chapter of Chainsaw Man any chapter of Chainsaw Man, if I'm being 100% honest, is a theory type of base chapter. You can always make theories with Chainsaw Man. It don't take much. Chainsaw Man is kind of goated when it comes to that because there's always still some level of something you could talk about, even with the most mundane chapters you can get from Chainsaw Man. But that is a testament to Fujimoto and where he goes with his writing a lot of the time. So that there is that. We had 2 weeks and that's all we got. I mean, man, look, he could have gave us a little extra more, little extra like page or two. He could have done a little something. He could have, but he didn't. Give an extra point for the crazy Devil Hunter fan service. Wait, fan service? I mean, we didn't get to see his cheeks though. Pause. All right, I said what I said. I like the shadow because it really gets the fan base talking, and then Fujimoto is going to go crazy and do something none of us expect. Oh, I mean, that's honestly, yes. 100% it will. It's like I'll be doing this all the time. And this is so funny because, again, I saw some discourse online, and people were already, like, hating super hard on the chapter in some way. I didn't know what they were complaining about exactly. I didn't look too much into it because I want to have my own reaction, right? I want to see how I really felt about it. And, I don't share 100% what they feel, but I do feel like we could have had more. That's my main thing here. But like some people be freaking losing their goddamn minds. They always do this. Like, I wonder at times how much a fan are people of like Chainsaw Man for real. There was a post I ran into actually. Someone was asking because I mean I asked the same question on stream at one point. When it comes to Chainsaw Man, like, Is this your guys like first weekly manga that you follow? Because a lot of the times, with the fan base, it does feel like this is something that a lot of newcomers came into. People that don't really follow other mangas to understand like the week to week format. Like I said, Kagurabachi is a weird anomaly of a series because there's always something going on over there, and it's not easy to do a story like that to consistently do that week by week by week by week. And not to mention, I mean, he still finds a way to be able to like set things up. Even with a setup chapter, stuff still happens. You know what I mean? And that's a testament to his writing. But Fujimoto goes a different route. Fujimoto goes a route similar to like a One Piece, like Ichiro Oda. Ichiro Oda takes his time building whatever world he's deciding to write. That's what he does. We're currently in a new arc right now, and look what he's doing at the moment. He is taking his sweet time, again, building the lore within Elbaf, building this Legoland. He's setting things up right now. And unfortunately, because that setup happens, it slows the pacing of the chapters. And if you're reading week by week, like last week, I was supposed to actually do a live reaction to it. I was hearing not much happened. I finally read it. Yeah, not a lot happened. But that's just the name of the game with weekly manga. So people gotta remember that. All right, screw them. Go also. God dang it. No, we get a new cover. Oh, we are. Okay, so yeah, we might be in a different arc then. This might be another volume at this point, Desto, if that's the case. And see, that's the Kai approach. I gotta give it to Fujimoto for surprising us. I didn't see it either, Ghost Tab. And that is something now. That's why I say like a 6 out of 10 is the highest like I would give it, maybe for me. But like, it's still above average because like this is still like interesting ideas, something that you just don't see coming. And that's one thing I always will say when it comes to Fujimoto's writing. You can't predict this man. Like, good luck with that. I need to watch somebody to see if they actually can predict where this guy's going with the story. Because if they get it right, I give them a round of applause. I give them some money. God dang it. That's another level theory chapter in this man. Like, Tina, are you feeling it? God dang it. It's basically the same arc done 3 times. You should have the girl in the last arc. Yes. Yes. Pretty much. Like, Ghost Tab. Yes. But if it's not broke, why fix it? And it's the same thing with Chainsaw Man. Like, Chainsaw Man's doing the same type of like, oh, you get trapped in this area, what will you do kind of situation. And I mean, it works though, because it builds into a scenario that you have to figure out how to get out of. And then, you know, there's a lot of introspective and a lot of extra thoughts that go into this and stuff. So there's a lot that you can do with the writing when you put your characters in a situation like this where when it's very dire, you know what I mean? So yeah, I keep saying Chainsaw Man haters are the most loyal readers. They hate it, keep saying that they're going to drop it, but then they read everything. So I'm saying, like, I don't understand. I know this is like the consumption era. That's the main thing. Like, they don't know how to stop consuming things. Like, once they're there in whatever the series is, they just got to consume it regardless if they like it or not. I don't understand that. Like I said before, Fire Punch might not be for me because there's too much going on in that freaking manga. And I am not the person that's going to keep trying to like force myself to read it just to be hating on it. I'm not going to do that. I don't do that. If I don't like something, I'm not gonna watch it and or read it. That's just me though. Because the thing is, if you don't like it, why keep putting your like time and effort into it? If you do that, you're only giving it views. You're only helping it go somewhere. You allow it to flourish because you won't let go of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand the thought process here. If you really don't like something, the best thing you can do is get away from it. Because then it won't go nowhere. I don't get it. I don't get it. We're going to a whole different thing when it comes to like the fan base. Because like the fan base has been a weird situation. I found some really good people within the fan base of Chainsaw Man. Don't get me wrong. There are some good people in this fan base. And I love Chainsaw Man and the Chainsaw Man community. But there are those people that are there. And I wonder at times of like, are you truly a fan of this? Because, and not that you can't criticize it, because I criticize it all the time. But I still have an appreciation for Chainsaw Man. I can't help but have that appreciation for it because it's still good. And I always will say this still good. Unless it really falls off a cliff, you'll know why I will say this. And I will always have a strong opinion because I will give you my reasons. I'm not going to just say something's bad and not give you a reason for it. You know what I mean? So that's just how my thought process is. But yeah. Fujimoto is like Oda on acid. Yes. 100% Ghost Tab. 100%. Sorry, my brain thinks of nothing else. Then theories, how to get out, how does Fujimoto interpret aging, what is with famine, will Diggy wake up, what is with my girl, Blood Devil, I mean, I don't know what's going on with her, look, we keep talking about it, but I don't know if we're ever going to see that devil, at least, maybe not in this arc, You know, I think Fujimoto likes weekly releases, this is why he really likes the one-shot format so much, I agree, I don't know, so he might need to have a talk with one of his editors, or the publication even. I've been saying that, like, what Fujimoto could honestly do is go, like, either the bi-weekly route, because he's always taking breaks here and there. He takes a lot of breaks. So instead of doing that, you can mitigate it by just giving it to where he's doing on a bi-weekly basis. Either bi-weekly or even monthly. Like, Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, there were monthly mangas that I was reading. And you can do a lot within a month. And I feel like if you did it in a month span and you give us like 40 pages, almost like 50 pages of Chainsaw Man, I don't think the fan base would have an issue with any chapter at that point. I do feel like we'll get to a point with Chainsaw Man that people will appreciate what they're reading every chapter, because there's so much. There'll always be something at that point. There'll never be a chapter that does nothing. You know what I mean? Like, this chapter could easily be fit into another, like, 34 pages. You know what I mean? To make something actually happen. And so therefore that mitigates that issue that we keep seeing here, because it keeps rearing its head every single time. And I know Fujimoto probably sees this stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he's online and he sees the criticism that happens with his manga a lot of the times here. So I'm just saying, I always vouch for this. Like, even with Oda, especially when things get like really busy for him, I don't want them to overwork themselves. So if they can put themselves in a bi-weekly basis, monthly, do what they gotta do. But you need to make sure you have a schedule that works for you, that works best for you. I'm seeing this is why I really like one shot from every time something big happens. The haters say we were so back, they don't know what build up is. No, they really do not. I don't. Again, people just don't have the attention spans anymore to wait for something. People want instant gratification right now. Like, you can't have something build. It's not possible. That's what's unfortunate. Fujimoto excels at in large number of pages. He's excellent showing a story and images. Weekly chapters has only a few pages. That's why Chainsaw Man is best as a binge read. And I do agree. When I first got into Chainsaw Man myself, for those that don't know, I got into it around like chapter 80-ish. It had like quite a bit of chapters going for it. So I got around it at that time, still in part 1. It was before the anime. So when I started reading it, I read it in a very binge-like manner. And initially, like I said, on the first arc, I didn't really enjoy that much. But as I went on to the Rize arc, that's when I started to actually like Chainsaw Man and got better with their characters and this, that, and the other. Now, I will say, after binge reading it, it's so weird how this setup is, because if you binge read Chainsaw Man, there's a 90% chance you don't understand everything about Chainsaw Man. I've seen too much of this. A lot of the fan base now, which is why we see these haters, a lot of the fan base now is from the whole thing where this show popped off and it got really popular, and so people decided to start reading it. And when they started reading it, they binged through it. But when they binge through things, you don't retain a lot of information when you binge read. You never do. So when you binge read this, you're not going to remember everything that you read. I was confused wholeheartedly towards the end of part 1. I didn't understand what the heck Makima was doing, what Denji was going on with him, and why there was 2 of him. You know what I mean? I was literally lost, but I was there. And then I started making reviews on it. But I took the time to go back and read some of the stuff that I need to read, watch some videos, try to understand what the heck I consumed. Because Chainsaw Man isn't a manga that is like, it's not simple. Chainsaw Man is a very complex series, and it's not something that you can just read on a binge and think you completely understand right off the bat. It doesn't work that way. A lot of the times it doesn't. I will say that much. I will say that much. He said he doesn't want to do art anymore. He just wants to write. Interesting. He could always go the route of One Punch Man, because One Punch One is the actual creator's work, and then he has the artist kind of like redo One Punch Man in that like crazy art style that man has. You know what I mean? So he could go that route. There's always a lot of people that have like an artist for them. He doesn't have to draw. So yeah, I mean, he could go that route. He could. I still read it. Bridgewater should just do stuff monthly and give us like, that's what I'm saying, Woke. I'm saying I personally would like to see that. Mentioning this crazy guy and that name. Did he give her that name, or is it some kind of name for Yoru? Maybe Alice's mom name? Yeah, you really are thinking a lot, team. you are freaking going in right now. Can't confirm, by the way, I binge read it twice and still don't understand most of the stuff. Yeah, see, what I'm saying. Like Chainsaw Man isn't, like, it's good to binge read, but at the same time it isn't, because it's like you can't fully consume and understand everything that's going on, because he has really complex ideas. And he does execute them quite well, and they're very subtle of the ideas that he has. So that's why I keep saying Fujimoto is an excellent writer. He's not just like a mangaka. Like, if you wanted to write a book, that book's gonna be freaking OP. That thing's gonna be freaking great. I will say that much. This man knows how to write, and he's showcasing this and knows how to use his level of writing and actually put it within a manga format. I don't know how he's doing this crap, but he's doing it. So yeah, hot take. I don't think Chainsaw Man should have to be mainstream. I agree. If that's a hot take, then man, I'll take that hot take. I don't think Chainsaw Man is too weird of a series for it to ever actually be mainstream. I don't know how or why it even got to the mainstream audience to begin with, but this is part of the reason why we have a problem with the fandom right now. Because Chainsaw Man isn't one to be in that spotlight. It can't be in that spotlight because the show is just too awkward and just weird, and you can misinterpret stuff too easily. Like, truth be told, y'all were talking about, like, Dandadan, right? I'm currently reading Dandadan now, and y'all tell me every time Dandadan is very simplistic. The story is not, it's okay for the most part. So, like, Fujimoto doesn't have an okay story. Their story is deep. Dandadan, it might just be simplistic. And if that's the case, Dandadan deserves a higher place on the mainstream format because it works better for on that format. Even though we have Turbo Granny sucking dick, but that's beside the point. Yeah, it's too niche. Exactly. I agree. When people try to finish chapters in a couple of minutes, and that's not good. Exactly. And the Risco's name is a red herring. Like the guy who kept talking about his wife in the detention center. You might actually be right about it. Risco, I am curious about that name. I don't want to speculate too much because I don't want to get too far into like deep thought kind of theories because sometimes we go too far and stuff don't make no sense. So I don't want to go too far with some of the theories. So I'm going to keep that stuff in mind and see what the next chapter will give us to see what's going on here. I try to understand Fujimoto's sense. Exactly, man. You're trying your best though, and you're doing something. You're doing something, team. I want to write books, and he's my idol. Wait, what do you mean sadly? What do you mean sadly? Interesting to see if Dandadan will make it to the mainstream. I mean, I am giving out the good word. For those that are in here, by the way, if y'all want to read another good manga, Dandadan is really freaking good. I like it a lot. There's currently an anime out for it. It's worth your time. It is worth your time. If you like the wackiness that Dinky will be bringing into these chapters, Dandadan will do the same thing for you. I'm just telling you. All right, just give it a look. Some chapters need a second read. I realize that it takes me a second to understand the message and the purpose of the chapter. I agree, and that's what I'm saying. That's like the only thing, like my caveat. Which is why at times I will go back on chapters because my caveat is I'm here to provide entertainment. I'm here to provide a reaction. I don't want to reread, I don't want to like pre-read because that's just cheap, right? I don't want to pre-read it because then you're not getting an authentic reaction out of me. So I give you what I can give you, but I won't understand everything that's going on, which is why again I appreciate each and every one of you guys that do come by on the streams, have a conversation with me. Bring up ideas, theories, because there might be things that I might not see or understand, or vice versa. Maybe I can show you something that I end up picking up on while reading it. You know what I mean? You never really know. But this is why I like this exchange a lot, because it actually helps me understand Chainsaw Man a bit better because of you guys. So I do appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. I need to, and I'm probably gonna do this chapter this week too, because I feel like there might be more than I'm realizing that's here. That's why, because the way Team's talking, you're making me think there must be something more happening. So I need to check this out. First episode of Dandadan makes it tough read. First episode of Goblin Slayer, the abduction scene was one of the things. Yeah. I mean, the Goblin Slayer episode. Look. There's a reason why it had outrage, and I get it, but people got to remember something. And this is even something with this. It's not like it's glorifying and telling you it's good for this to happen. You know what I mean? They're not saying you should get your dick sucked by Turbo Granny. No, they're not telling you to do that. You're not telling you that the goblins are good guys. You know what I mean? They're not telling you to do that. These are things that happen within the series. You're supposed to be appalled. You're supposed to be affected in some ways to make you feel something. Same thing with Shield Hero with the chick that was like mistreating that dude. You're supposed to feel these things. You're not supposed to rally up behind these characters. You know, there's not a grander message of them being like, oh, this is an innuendo or a thing of like all women are trash because there's one chick that's in this series, even those other women in there that do way better in Shield Hero. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's like we gotta make understanding when you're watching something, unless they're telling you it like explicitly, like, yes, this is a good thing that happened. Which is why there's certain shows I have seen that done this. I don't watch those. But you know what I mean? Like, if that's the case, then that's where the problem comes in. But if they're not doing that, that makes sense. I mean, to be honest, if you look at Dandadan, when it comes to the first chapter, they give you this the same sense of like dread that's there. Like Turbo Granny is like doing the sexual assault to Okarun, and then you have Ayase having that same type of thing happen to her. Like they're both getting abused. if you really look at it like that, you know what I mean? But I feel like people undermine what Okarun is going through and only look at the Ayase situation, because like, you know, there's a double standard. So they're both both not good. And like I said, the creator doesn't say it's good. We've got to remember that. And funny enough, even like Chainsaw Man does the same type of stuff. They never say this stuff explicitly, like these are good things, good actions that have happened. Like look at Denji. Denji is a victim throughout this entire manga. He can't catch a break. We talk about the whole jacking off scene. He didn't want that. That was forced upon him. You know what I mean? Like this stuff happens. He's a victim of this entire thing. And people gotta remember that. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable so that it gets a rise out of you. It makes you feel something, okay? Yeah. You're not the type of guy you don't want to have as an idol, bro, just like being bullied because, yeah, I mean, yeah. You kind of right though, Ting. Yeah, okay. I mean, I get you. But look, don't worry about that detail. That was Sarah's peak, but the first episode is not what the show is about. Exactly, it really isn't. Goblin Slayer is so much more than that, and it's sad that a lot of people drop the series because that one moment. People take fantasy too seriously. It's not real, except for One Piece. Whitebeard told us to exist. Really? The One Piece is real? I'm done with you, goddamn. I was not so stupid she can do it. She just needs one of my theory brain cells, and I agree with someone. You team, please. Also, it's not dumb. She's just growing up. Yeah. I mean, it's the same conversation that we had this conversation before about Denji. Denji doesn't know anything. Mans don't know nothing. He was not in school. He didn't. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of cues, social cues he just doesn't know. Because he's never been in that environment. So that's why it's the same thing with Asa's character. Asa, though she has more interaction with actual human beings, and she's grew up in a better state, that doesn't necessarily mean she's just gonna be a better human being, and she knows this stuff too. She's still learning as well. They're young individuals trying to navigate in a world with devils in it. Like I told you before, you can die at age 2. Even before that, you can die literally any time. You never know what can happen. Friggin' the tomato devil can all of a sudden run into your room and you're dead. Like it's that simple. You're like, bro. Wait, what? Wait, he ate his pet. Wait, hold on. What do you mean he ate his pet goldfish? Like he just took it out the freaking tank and just like swallowed it? I need context. I need context. Was already dead? He just absorbed his power. Ghost had what? He didn't cook it, bro. It was raw. Oh my god. Should I watch Goblin Slayer because I'm interested now? Yeah. Yes. Because there's a message behind Goblin Slayer. If you can get past that first episode, there's a message there for that episode, actually, for what the goblins are doing. If you just give it some time. The show's not bad. I enjoyed it, at least with the first season. I didn't get into the second season yet. I need to get back into it, but from the first season, at least, I liked Goblin Slayer. It was pretty good. And the character, freaking Goblin Slayer himself is kind of weird, but I like him. Yes, he grabbed it up and said, what? Why? What? Fujimoto. All right, I'm done. All of you are part of him. What? Okay, see, this man. Like I said, Fujimoto is a very interesting guy. Overall, I'm gonna give this chapter as a whole, because now we're just talking about anything at this point. Let me focus again a little bit here. But overall, I will give this chapter of Chainsaw Man a 6 out of 10. I feel like I'm settling on this. That rating is appropriate. There is a lot that can go on here. So though I'm giving it a 6 out of 10, there is a lot of implications for upcoming chapters. My hope within next chapter, though, is we see something along the lines of Asa's dream state and what her sin even is. I want something of that caliber to happen. I don't want the thing that Ahmed's been saying that, oh, we're just gonna have her trying to get out. I really hope that's not the chapter. I really hope there's not the chapter. And if that is, give us a bit more. Throw Yoshida in the mix then to really confirm whether or not he's actually there or not. So like I said, with this chapter, it leaves a lot open for things to happen. But we'll see where he decides to go here. Also, it's incredibly hard to figure out what Fujimoto is gonna do next. But that's what I gotta say. All right. You know, one of his idol. Yeah, I see now, Ting. I see. Never mind. You might be onto something. Okay. Yeah. This is Goblin Slayer. Is that Goblins suck? Also, season 2 animation is painful. I had a feeling because I saw some scenes. It's part of the reason why I didn't start watching season 2 yet, because the fish's name was Makima. I can't. I mean, that would be hilarious if it was, though. Fam, please come back soon. I hope so. Hopefully we see family at some point. But guys, if y'all can real quick, if y'all are watching here, can y'all like this goddamn stream? It helps with the algorithm build. It pushes out to more people, more Chainsaw Man fans to come through and have a conversation with us. Because I love having a conversation with you guys, being able to have a grander kind of talk, not just talk about Chainsaw Man, but even about the community of Chainsaw Man and other things of that nature that pertain to Chainsaw Man. You know what I mean? So I like making these kind of like streams. So though this chapter didn't have a lot, we did talk a lot. So I mean, that is something to say here, I will say. So again, it helps with that. Please give it a like. Also, leave a comment. Leave a comment. If you have any other extra ideas for those that are actually in here, if you have any other extra ideas that come to mind, like Ting, you've been cooking, please tell me. I love to know. I love to know, and I will get back to you in the comment section and talk to you about these things. All right, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, what y'all doing? Look, Chainsaw Man, baby, I do this every time Fujimoto. I can't say every week because he's not consistent every week, but I'll do it whenever this man is here for us. I will be here for you. All right, yeah. Too much is loud just now on TV. Exactly. And then, yes, we got the Twitch stream coming up in like what? In the next 30 minutes, a Twitch stream will be happening over on my channel, twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster. So be sure to be over there in the next 30 minutes or so, because we're going to be streaming some more Alan Wake. We're going to beat that game tonight, hopefully. I like to think so. I don't think we're too far ahead, like too far gone when it comes to that game. I should be able to beat this today. If not, it is what it is. But we're going to try it, though. All right. Thabreakmaster Sente! I can't with you, goddamn. Glad to have you back, darn it. I wonder if you eating Makima was a reference to the goldfish. Okay, god dang it. See, now we're going too far. We're going too far. Yeah. For next episode, then you get assaulted by Asa and wakes. Go Tab. All right. Until then, people. God dang. Break out. Drink your goddamn water, darn it. God.